I've played around 5 hours of Stalker 2 so far, and I think that there are a lot of positives to talk about and a lot of things to commend the game for, but there are also a lot of drawbacks to this game. A lot of problems that need fixing, and a lot of things that were, I don't want to say promised, but implied that are not in the game. So starting out on a high note, the graphics are incredible. I mean, you can see detail everywhere. Lighting is immaculate. Reflections look amazing. All of the ground textures and foliage look incredible. Everything just looks like it's in universe. Nothing looks out of place. Everything looks lived in. Everything looks like it's been here for a while or rusted or damaged. It looks perfect. That has created an exceptional level of atmosphere in this game, which I think is one of the most important aspects of a Stalker game. The atmosphere created using sound alone is perfectly done. Wind sounds amazing, rain sounds amazing, dialogue is amazing, gun sounds are nice and crisp. All of the mutants have their own sounds so that you can not only be scared by them, but also be able to identify them and what they are just on how they sound. That being said, I think the cons of this release are starting to outweigh the beautiful graphics and sound design and essentially the core of the game. One of the worst things that you've probably heard before, everyone's kind of talking about right now, is optimization. So like I said before, I'm playing this on a 4090, which is about as good as you can get right now. This is 2020, end of 2024, so right now it's about as good as you can get for a graphics card. And there are many, many, many times when my card is struggling to keep up with this game. Like I'm hitting highs of 160 out here in the middle of nowhere, which is great, but I'm hitting lows of 80. So that's cutting the frames in half. I don't really know why it's so inconsistent. It could be a problem with the frame generation system. I'm not sure. Playing this game without frame generation is not possible. I'm getting 40 FPS to 50 FPS on medium high settings with a 4090. That's unacceptable. But playing with it makes the guns feel floaty, makes the frame timing inconsistent, makes everything feel awful. Optimization is a huge problem. I'm not sure what is going on. It might be that this is just a really early day one release build and there's just not a lot of optimization going on, but it feels clunky. And that brings me to the next point, which is the AI system in this game. And I'm sure all of you have heard something is going on with the AI in this game. There is not the A-Life system, which is what Stalker is known for. It's not in this game. Whatever is wrong with it, either it was never there to begin with, or it's just broken beyond a state of repair right now. Something needs to happen, because the AI spawns, the AI behavior is just ridiculous. Enemies will spawn right behind you, they will constantly know where you are without ever seeing you. There's nothing cohesive going on with the AI. In the previous games, the enemies would work together, they would flank you, they would flush you out with grenades, they would suppress you, and really make the game feel more taxing in a good way. It made it feel more alive and that you were actually fighting something that wanted to stay alive. Whereas now they sort of bunch up and just spam grenades at you and nobody really moves around. The only flanking that gets done is when the spawns break and they spawn right behind you. That just ruins the immersion of the game. That's happened probably 10 times, not counting all the times when it hasn't been as noticeable. It happens all the time. So with that system not being in the game, this sort of devolves into a Fallout-like, or maybe Far Cry feeling game, which is really, really subpar as far as the Stalker scale is concerned. So overall, this game is in a really mixed state. Graphically, looks amazing. Audio sounds amazing. The gunplay is there, but it's held back significantly by performance and by some unchangeable mouse acceleration. You don't see an option in the settings to change that. You can go into the config files and see that there is mouse acceleration, and people have found a way to go into the files and change that. I think that that should not be on the user to go in and fix that. I think that should be a toggleable option. I know a lot of people will say that it's running perfectly fine for them and that the gameplay is fun and they're enjoying it. And I agree. I'm enjoying my time, and as far as running, it's working. That's about all I can ask for right now. Like, the game hasn't crashed very much. I can play it solidly, and I'm able to experience what it has to offer. That's on a very high-end rig. Not a lot of people have a 4090 graphics card, or even anything close. So if they can figure out a way to get this game running consistently, then they have a great foundation to work with, and I think that will hold people over gameplay wise, so that will buy them some time so they can fix the what I believe is the larger issue in their A Life system. It is not working at all. A Life does not work. They say it's in the game. I don't know that it is. I know that they've gone on to the forums, and I think it was Reddit or maybe their official Discord, and they've said, yeah, we're working on it, we know it's a problem. But they should have done something to begin with. They shouldn't have promised people that it was in the game, knowing that it was so broken. So it has a lot of great things going for it, and a lot of really, really bad things that I think are outshining those great things. And I hope that they are able to turn this around, because I really feel for this development cycle. I know they've been through a lot, and I want this game to be amazing. My entire channel is basically dedicated to Stalker. So if this game becomes amazing, that would be awesome for me. I want nothing more for this game to succeed, but it has a lot of stuff to fix right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the game. If you're experiencing good performance, bad performance, bugs, whatever, I want to hear it. Let me know what you think, and leave it in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video.